Hello and welcome back to the Corgi Town USA podcast. We are here for you every Thursday, all things corgi and pet lifestyle related. I am Candy, owner of Corgi Town USA. In my lap is Chuckles, the president of the Corgi Committee and the spokescorg of Corgi Town USA. And with me always is
Catherine Cohen, the mother to Digby, and he is the chairman of the Corgi Committee, as well as Wigan, the honorary Corgi. He is an Australian cattle dog or blue heeler.
Australian cattle corg.
Australian cattle corg.
I just made up a word. Yeah. So we have in the studio tonight as well Booger, who's being quite surly, I might add. A little bit out of character. I think she's excited to be here with us tonight. Hammer's around here somewhere. He's not in the studio, but we do have Mortimer, and Mortimer has a lot to say. So you'll probably hear him throughout the broadcast.
Probably.
Talk. So
there you go.
We have brought on another creator tonight. So we are going to bring on Erin Bovee. She makes hanging corgi themed decor. Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor is the name of her business. So I'm really excited about this. If you are listening on one of our platforms, please take the time to go to our YouTube page and see this episode, because we're going to do some show and tell tonight and have her show off some of her creations. Should we bring her on?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's bring her
great
on.
Gifting ideas.
Absolutely.
Hi, especially, Erin. I have to say, so the thought just occurred to me, especially corgi parents out there, for your parents, pictures and hanging stuff of the grand corgis.
The grand corgs.
The grand corgs.
Yeah.
Hi, Erin.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're excited to have you.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. So, and this is Erin Bovee, everyone. And Erin has a corgi named Lemmy.
I do, and he is here, and he is busy helping.
As corgis often do. They are a busy breed.
Yeah, he's up, down, and all around me right now.
In true corgi fashion. Well, we have some of those running around here tonight, so we are quite familiar. But we want to talk about your hanging with the Corgis Door Decor. Tell us about the kind of things you make. Give us a brief overview of what hanging with the Corgis Door Decor is.
Okay, so I actually am a custom painter. And what I like to do is I like to make door hangers. What I make is I don't make bland. They're not like simple circles, no plain colors. I like to make bright, really stuff. This is one of my current bestsellers, the Trippy Hippie VW camper. And I started out painting this just a little bit ago, and it started out with no dogs in the window. But you know what happens? Whenever you see something, there's got to be a corgi in the window. So this is the kind of stuff that I paint. Anything that's bright, if it's got glitter, and if it's fun and you can hang it. So that's what I like to paint.
We love this. So, Erin, for our listeners who are not viewing, give us a brief description of these art pieces so that they'll be encouraged to look.
Sure.
Yeah.
These are all, they're large. They usually 20 to 22 inches. And they are laser cut out of plywood. And they are painted with acrylic paint, sealed with a good water resistant sealer, and they are fabulous, bright, fun colors. Usually a lot of glitter, usually always a big old bow and some beads on the hanger. And they're great for your front door or anywhere in the house that you need a little sunshine.
Well, that sounds so fun. I'm hoping the listener is encouraged to go over to YouTube and take a look at this.
The description does not do it justice.
No.
Absolutely. Just fun.
Yeah.
Fun colors.
Sparkly.
Very exuberant, much like a corgi.
Yeah, exactly like a corgi.
Lots of bravado. We live our life with lots of bravado.
Are these each individually made, or do you do a series of a particular piece?
Each season I come out with a couple new designs. And then of course I'll keep the same ones out again, for the next winter or vice versa, but I always add a couple new ones each season. So this one was from kind of end of summer into fall. It just has actually kept carrying through. This is one I have to ship out right now. So they do keep going on, but I do keep adding new ones all the time.
Oh, I love it. It's so fun. Well, tell us how you got started with this. How did you, where did the idea come from? You say you're a custom painter. At what point did you say, I'm going to make hanging corgi themed decor?
So, what happened is actually I am originally a quilter, and I've always done quilting and machine embroidery, and a lot of my current customers will remember I made mug rugs and purses and all kinds of stuff. So they'll remember me from doing that, and I still do those. I've had corgis for quite a few years, and a lot of people will remember my girl Cricket.
Cricket.
Cricket had colon cancer, and she passed away a year ago in August, and
I'm so sorry.
It was really sudden, and I was, how attached we get to those dogs. So, and I remember I've heard other people, actually another artist on here, talking about when she lost a corgi, what how it affected her, and then and she's used it in her art in different ways. After Cricket passed away, I was not sleeping at night, and I was up, and somehow I had seen an advertisement for a painting class, and I had been coming home from work, and the house was so quiet without my girl here, and I was just, it was just weird. I needed some other outlet to do. And I'd seen that painting class, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this. It was like a week of evenings of classes. And I thought, well, I could do this after work, give me something new to do. And then it just kept going. The first one I painted was a big one with pumpkins, and it said "Happy Fall, y'all," and there was no corgi on it. And we all know how long that lasted. The very next thing I painted, a lot of friends will remember, was it was like a witch's cauldron with a corgi sticking out of it with a witch hat on. And the next thing was a huge corgi pumpkin in a pumpkin.
Aw.
That's how I got started painting.
Well, you're definitely our kind of people. We just recently had on Lindsay Barkholtz, who is a painter. I don't know if you know about Lindsay, but she has actually painted things that the corgi paintings you find in Marshalls and Home Goods.
Mm-hmm.
The popular ones, those are her creations. Yeah. And much like you, she had a muse. She had a corgi, and so she paints corgis. So this is a language we are very fluent in, and so happy to have you. And you're definitely our kind of people. And we agree, the art needs corgis.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Right. And so every time I take a class or I do a new design, I'm going, where can I paint a corgi on that one? how can I change this up and redraw it so it's dog themed or has a corgi face somewhere? And then there's some that are specifically just drawn around the corgi itself or are just a corgi. But usually I'm trying to put a corgi in every picture I see.
Oh, I love it. Much like I do at home. Hey, look, there's a spot here. I can fit another actual corgi.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, but you birth new corgis.
It's a gift.
It's a gift. It is a gift. I can see corgis because you need no encouragement, obviously, but I could see corgis let's say for the nativity scene, and then at the foot of the manger would be a corgi, and Mona Lisa, as she sits there like this, could be holding a corgi. The Last Supper at the foot, in front is a corgi.
Picking up the scraps.
Picking up the scraps, as corgis will do. And I could go on and on. Corgis in classical pictures.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like this. Well, so since we have these amazing, and again, if you're listening and not viewing, please go to YouTube and check this out. You definitely want to see this Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor by Erin, and tell us where we can purchase your creations, Erin.
Okay. First, you can start by finding me on my Facebook page. There I've got fun little posts and quizzes for people to help me come up with my new designs. And from there, you'll want to check out my Etsy page. My Etsy shop is also called Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor. And so, if you just start typing in Hanging with the Corgis, you're going to find my shop. You can also just search for Corgi Door Hanger, and I'll come up in there as well.
So for those listening, it's Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor by Erin. And you can go to Etsy, and you can also go to the Facebook page. And I'm hearing this correctly. crowd participation. You are taking surveys on what you should paint next.
I do. I ask people, are they putting up their trees when they're doing it? I ask what kind of color schemes people like, or should I move on to fall, or are we still looking at summer stuff? And every time I think that we're moving on to a new season, I'm still painting pumpkins in December. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
No, I'm painting the summer hippie vans right now. I just did a Halloween one this week too. So
excellent.
How fun.
Hey, painted pumpkins are forever.
That's right.
They won't rot on your porch.
Nope.
That very true. Very true. I gave a couple of great ideas here for what to paint.
Yep.
I'm done. Mic drop,
Kat's exhausted. She's given us her artistic input and she's just done. But no, the some of the seasonal corgi items I have actually stay out all year because we're a crazy corgi household. And I have one of the Christmas corgis. I just take the what is that called?
The Christmas bowl?
The scarf.
Oh, the scarf.
I take the scarf off.
The scarf comes off when it's 120 degrees here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Right. And the Christmas corgi stays out all year. He just doesn't wear his scarf. And then at Christmas, we put the scarf back on and a little Santa hat. And here we are.
And boom, he's a Christmas corgi.
He's a Christmas corgi again. Yeah. And the Halloween corgi stays out all year too. We just figured you get to be in costume. He's a cosplay corgi. So it sounds like you have seasonal items then. And it sounds like, so is this custom order work? And it sounds like you kind of do a little of all. You kind of go where the wind takes you and then also custom orders as well. Tell us a little bit about that process and how the ordering and your inspiration goes.
Really, my inspiration goes, I'm always just thinking a month or two ahead on my seasonal stuff. Right now, I'm currently getting a ton of orders for winter corgis. And I wanted to have a painted one to hold up today, but I delivered all the ones that I had painted last weekend and tried to get one back to have in hand tonight. And it's already been sent off to its new family. So
everyone just have to go to your Facebook page. Everyone's just going to have to go take a look.
Yeah, I have a couple cut out ones and this is a picture of it, but I don't have it. So I really do not have inventory. Anything I have in my hands here right now is already sold. And I've got to ship them out tomorrow. So what I do is I'm painting mostly whenever things are ordered. I usually will paint a sample and that one, usually gets sold right away too. But I paint, whenever anybody orders. Occasionally I'll offer a couple things that are ready, but usually my ordering is about 2 to 3 weeks out. And right now on my Etsy shop, I'm 13 orders in and they're all still Christmassy things. So,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's always a pile of stuff going. And like I said, I never have anything here and I pretty rarely can I ship something out the next day unless I've just got an extra.
So am I to understand, obviously certain seasons, like the gift giving seasons, those you'll probably have a longer time there. But on average, if say someone wants to either have something custom created or something seasonal created, what is an approximate timeline from the time that they reach out to you and say, I would like this, and when you can actually get it to them?
About usually in the 2 to 3 week range. The longest part is just me getting the artwork figured out but I have a laser cutter here in my garage, so I can get anything cut that I want quickly. Provided I'm not out of wood, you never know. with COVID, sometimes things are a little bit hectic. We're past the weird paint situations from last year, but so just a couple of weeks usually if there's something new.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. The supply chain issues are real.
You're seeing my helper here. He thinks I've got something that he wants, but he has no idea it's just a door hanger.
And so Lemmy is named after Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we're a rock and roll family here. So
yes,
we have Ozzy the Beagle too. So
Ozzy the Beagle. Oh, Ozzy.
I'm assuming not named after Ozzy and Harriet.
No.
Not that Ozzy. The stumbling old man but still wails on stage Ozzy. Ozzy.
That Ozzy.
Yeah. I've seen Ozzy once. I've seen Ozzy once as a solo, as just Ozzy Osbourne with his band, and then I've seen him twice with Black Sabbath over the years. I think we're probably done seeing Ozzy on stage at this point,
Probably, yeah.
unfortunately. But
I think so.
yes,
I saw him a couple years ago, and my husband's probably seen him 10 times, but I've only seen him once, and I that was probably my only chance.
it's pretty amazing without getting too far off track here, as we're known to do here, Corgi Town USA. It's pretty amazing how he kind of does the old man shuffle across the stage, and you can tell that the years have really gained on him. But he gets on the mic and he just wails.
That's right.
The vocal range comes. I mean, it's pretty amazing, especially with all those years and all those years of hard partying on him. But anyway, cheers to Lemmy the Corgi and the Ozzy the Beagle. So you said that you'd mentioned that you'd had corgis before, and then this inspiration about how you started to paint, you started to create artwork, and you say, "Oh, I'm seeing where I can create corgis." Tell us about your history with corgis, and we don't want to leave your beagle out because we love all the doggos. But being that this is Corgi Town USA, we do want to hear about how you got started with corgis.
So my husband and I have been married 14 years, and in that amount of time, I think I just counted, we've had 7 adult rescue dogs and
Wow.
one puppy. Lemmy's our only puppy of the bunch that we've raised as a little guy. So we'd had a cocker spaniel. We have the beagle who's 16. We've had him since 2008, but we have
a senior beagle.
Yeah, he's old and he can't hear and see well, selective.
Of course.
like most husbands, selective seeing and hearing.
But in 2013, our girl cocker spaniel, who was also very old, she passed away, and we wanted a new girl, and we'd been talking about corgis, and we said, well, let's see if there's one that's in a youngish female, middle female age, and if we could find one either for rescue or maybe a retired breeder or something. And it turns out, after calling a few places, there was actually one within like 5 minutes of my work. That I drove past, a breeder that I drove past every day. And she was actually elderly and in very poor health and was going to have to stop breeding. And so I called her, and she had a female that she was wanting to get rid of, that she wanted to find her new home. And it was like literally her heart dog. And so we went and met Cricket, and she wasn't in the best shape because Edith wasn't feeling her best for a while. And she cried when we brought her home, and Cricket had not actually been like inside a house to live like that. She was in an indoor house. And so she was she needed potty trained at 6.
Wow.
She came with a UTI. So it was quite interesting. It took a lot out of us to get her ready to go. And but it took Cricket a while to come around. She was quiet, loved laying in her crate. But she turned into being one of the best pets that we've ever had. We got her in 2013, and she passed away last year. And then we had her about 3 months, and Edith called me again and left a message on our answering machine that she knew that we were taking really good care of Cricket, and that Cricket had a husband, that they were a breeding pair, and he was 11. And she didn't really think about how he would be lonely without Cricket, and it was snowing so bad, and he was out there by himself, and he was really lonely. And she said, I didn't know if you and your husband might want him too. I want to give him to you. So I said to my husband, I go, oh my gosh, that's going to put us at 4 dogs. I'm like, I don't know if we can do this. Can we do this? It was really hard. And he goes, it's up to you. And the decision had already pretty much been made before I asked him. I called him right away, and he said, it's up to you. So we drove in the snow, and it normally took us like 40 minutes to get to Edith's house, and it took us like an hour and a half in this terrible storm. And we picked him up, and we saw him. He grabbed a bone from the basket, jumped on the couch next to Mark with that bone, and then it was over.
Oh,
we brought Artie home. And it was a rough go with him in the beginning too. He had been in the house a lot, but he was really, really overweight, and we worked with him. He lost a lot. You know how hard it is with a corgi. He was 11, and he was so happy, you could tell, to be with Cricket, and he died at we think 13. And he had kidney cancer, and we sure gave it everything that we had for him. And so when we got the 2 corgis, we started their own Facebook page. It was always called, Artie and Cricket. So there's a lot of people out there on Facebook that know us from the dog's Facebook page. It started out as Artie and Cricket. Then it became Cricket and Angel Artie's page. And then it became Cricket, Angel Artie, and Pals. We had with the other dogs, and now it's called Lemmy, Angels, Artie, and Cricket, and Pals. So it's kind of had like a little bit of a flow there, depending on how the family's been shaped. But we've done a lot of stuff on that page, a lot of auctions and fundraising for all of the surgeries and the chemo and all the cancer treatments we went through with the other 2 corgis. And Ozzy had a neck surgery, so everybody will know us from there. And we worked with Bandits Band-Aid as well when we had Artie and Cricket, and so there's a lot of people that'll know us from there too.
Yeah, we've interviewed Carol from Bandits Band-Aid, and we actually participate. Some of our items that we sell for Corgi, a percentage of those proceeds go to Bandits Band-Aid, and then we make donations from time to time as well. So we're huge supporters of Bandits Band-Aid. But yeah, and thank you for rescuing. And I'm very familiar. So I've had 8 corgis over 17 years, and most, all but 3 have been rescues. And I'm very familiar with that. Getting one that has never been inside, and you have to totally start the puppy training process in an adult dog that is already set in their ways. And I've been through that. I feel that. I am very aware of how difficult it can be, and I'm grateful that you've done it and that you've rescued all these corgis.
Oh, and you brought back a happy couple to each other.
You did. So romantic.
Those 2, literally, the second they saw each other, started walking right next to each other as if like, they were really great dogs.
Yeah, well, what a wonderful story, and I'm so grateful that they had you, and I love the work that you do. And again, listener viewer, hanging with the Corgis Door Decor by Erin. Please show her Facebook page some love if you haven't already. If you haven't seen her work, go to the Etsy page, purchase some art, purchase 4 gifts, support. We are all about our independent creators, and we're all Corgi people here, so we know how much we like our Corgi swag.
And Erin, I know this is Corgi Town USA, but do you create art for other breeds?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. We have our 3rd dog that we have is a golden doodle, and I've painted a few golden doodle door hangers that are fun.
And they're so popular.
Yeah, there's a girl out there that's got corgis, but she also has doxies. And I just painted a doxy door hanger for her, and she had me ship one to her breeder in Canada. So
fun
stuff. Yep.
So you're an international artist of numerous breeds. It's a great gift. It's an unusual gift. It is a great gift, and especially for somebody who is a parent of any sort. And
hand created.
It's like so often we sit there and go, well, what the heck am I going to get this person that has, even if they don't have everything, you don't know, but this is a lovely gift.
Guarantee they don't have that.
Guarantee.
Yeah. I know they don't. That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, again, audience, please go to Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor by Erin. Go to the Facebook Etsy page. Please make a purchase. Look at these wonderful things. Erin also does custom work, as you've heard her attest. So please reach out to her. And Erin, any final thoughts before we release you for the evening?
Make sure that you like my Facebook page. Stay tuned. I have a lot of new things coming up in January for the new year.
Excellent.
Yeah, everybody's going to want to see what I have that I'm working on. So I can't wait to meet everybody new.
Yeah, we'll definitely stay tuned. Well, thank you, Erin, so much for taking your time to come and tell us about your art and share your stories.
All right, thanks. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet
you. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to buy some hanging Corgi decor for Corgi Town USA.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm looking at a naked door. I'm looking straight
Look, there's a spot.
Definitely.
Well, maybe for the do not disturb for the cabins.
Ooh.
Yeah. get some corgi do not disturb the sleeping corgis. Yeah, it's in the works. Well, everyone, please go to Hanging with the Corgis Door Decor by Erin. Please check out her designs. Show her some love. Make an order. Support independent art. And we are here for you every Thursday. We would love for you to show us some love. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow our Instagram. Anything you can do. We also have a website, corgitown.com. CorgitownUSA.com. Yes. And tune in every Thursday on your favorite streaming platform for our podcast here and, of course, on YouTube. Signing off for the night is Candy.
I'm Catherine.
And Chuckles and Mortimer and Booger are passed out. Apparently, we wore them out with all that.
Apparently.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.